Okay, Chris. So you wrote this blog about basically how to get more from your marketing strategy paying less. With the clients that you have worked with in the past coming to Farotech for help, what is the biggest mistake that they're making, or some of the biggest mistakes that they're making with their marketing currently?
Well, I think it usually comes where they come from. And what happens here is a lot of times people will say, hey, you know what? I'm looking for an SEO company, or I'm looking for a social media company, or, it's what I kind of call like silver bullet marketing. It's like saying, hey, you know what? If I could get on the first page of Google, all my marketing and lead generation problems will be solved. And it's kind of dramatic. I'm like, why do you want to be on the first page of Google? I'm like, well, we want more leads. I'm like, well, if I get you on the first page of Google, but they get to your website and your website's terrible, does it matter? And you start to work backwards and you start to say, do you need social media? Do you need SEO? Or do you need a system that's going to systematically generate leads, nurture leads into clients, and then convert those clients into brand ambassadors? Because I think at the end of the day, they want results. And it's very easy to just say, you know what, I need a plumber. I'm like, no, you need it. So you need a toilet that works.
Right. So it really seems like they're doing a lot of disconnected pieces, and instead they need something that's sort of tied together.
Correct.
Right. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. And I think that's one of the strengths that you've always kind of brought to the clients that you've had, is to be able to be in a scenario here where you take a step back and you say, hey, let me look at your goals. And then, as opposed to just saying, let's be good at one thing, it's like, let's try to create a system that all works in tandem, because you and I both know we're one at Google algorithm change away from maybe one leg not being in commission for maybe 60 to 90 days until we can figure out what's going on.
Yeah. And I think one of our strengths as a company is that with the systems that we build for our clients are so resilient to those changes, no matter where they happen.
Yeah.
So I really, and the other thing is I see a lot with clients once they're like in with us, once they sign with us and actually start to get to work, is that they have these ideas of, oh, we want to do this, but there's no thought to the follow-up, like the what happens next. So you want to do like this, whatever, outbound campaign, but then like what happens when those people actually click on your email? Like, where do you want to send them next? And always thinking of the next steps.
Yeah. And so a lot of that will also come down to, did you create a vision, and then are you tracking the data? Because let's say hypothetically it's SEO, right? I go and I create a lot of traffic. Do I know whether that traffic converted into the actual clients? Do I know by name? Because Google Analytics isn't going to say Bob Smith came on February 1st.
Right.
But if you have a system that's integrated with marketing automation technology, think about the clarity that comes from knowing these leads came in. I know by name who's been on my website, what pages they visited, what score they have, how often they engage, when they cool off. I know all of that stuff, and it's all integrated in a system. And there's data saying what's working and what's not.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that is the other huge mistake that people make and companies make, is that literally everything that you do with marketing has to be trackable. I would even argue that if you can't track it, there's no point in doing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, otherwise it's kind of just like spaghetti. We're going to throw up against the wall. We're going to see what sticks.
Hope for the best.
There's certain ingredients you can put into your spaghetti that makes the noodles stick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.